The fuel price shock of 2008 marked the beginning of the end for many king-size SUVs and a significant decline in sales for others. Defying industry predictions, GM's fleet of behemoths not only survived this mass extinction, but emerged on the other side boasting wholly revamped iterations of each model. The most popular members of this heavyweight crew are the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon. For the uninitiated, styling is essentially the only differentiator between the two. The same goes for its long wheelbase brethren. As seen in the side-by-side comparison, each model features a brand-specific grille, headlight, fascia, hood, and fender treatments. Further distinguishing itself from the pack is the range-topping Yukon Denali, whose look is characterized by optional 22-inch wheels and more chrome than Google. Stepping inside, which can be a chore for the vertically challenged, the latest Tahoe and Yukon share impressively turned-out cabins crafted with tight panel tolerances and soft-touch surfaces across all three rows. The centerpiece of each cockpit is the latest installment of GM's well-sorted infotainment platform, which, despite intermittently sluggish response times, helps mitigate driver distraction with its low reflection display, large icons, and familiar smartphone-like interface. There are also more USB ports than most people have devices.
Oh, yeah.
On long, straight roads, the front seats are generally comfortable, though the lack of lateral support had us tossing and turning through corners. Resting between the front seats in 7-passenger models is a massive center console that's large enough to swallow a 15-inch laptop. Available bench seats for all three rows pegs total passenger capacity at 9, while optional captain's chairs for the first 2 rows drops that figure by 2. To the delight of smaller drivers and the habitually lazy, power actuation is available for both the liftgate and rear seats. Be forewarned, the power liftgate holds little regard for human life. Despite the Yukon and Tahoe's portly dimensions, third-row legroom checks in at a mere 24.8 inches. Third rows found in modern midsize SUVs like the Nissan Pathfinder, Honda Pilot, Chevy Traverse, and GMC Acadia offer more than 30 inches of legroom along with nearly 15% more storage space behind the seat. And while GM's full-sizers counter when it comes to cargo room behind the second row, the midsize market responds once again in the areas of fuel economy and ride quality. Whereas the unitized structures of midsize SUVs quell road imperfections by evenly distributing energy throughout the chassis, the rigid ladder-type frame that underpins the Tahoe and Yukon transmits much of that energy into the cabin. Then again, occasional bounciness will likely go undetected by average car buyers. Plus, the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon are slightly quieter than most midsize SUVs. Steering is also surprisingly light and requires little effort at parking lot speeds. Similarly, a 39-foot turning circle places the Yukon and Tahoe on equal footing with the Toyota Highlander and Nissan Pathfinder. Aside from Denali models, which feature a direct-injected 6.2-liter V8, a 355-horsepower 5.3-liter V8 paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission is the lone powertrain combo. For an extra $3,000, buyers can add a 2-speed 4-wheel drive system. Both V8s employ GM's active cylinder management that imperceptibly shuts off half the cylinders under light cruising conditions. The result is 16 mpg in the city and 23 mpg on the highway, with 4-wheel drive models posting a 1 mpg penalty in each category. Fuel efficiency drops further still with the more powerful Yukon Denali. During our test of a 2-wheel drive Tahoe, we were able to lock down 24 mpg on the highway at an average speed of 66 miles an hour. Even so, the latest Toyota Highlander and Honda Pilot each surpassed the 27 mpg mark in recent tests. Pricing for the latest Tahoe and Yukon opens at around $45,000 and $47,000 respectively, with the GMC offering such additional standard equipment as a Bose audio system and an 8-inch touchscreen. Standard fare found across the board includes a 6-speaker audio system with 2 USB ports, a 6-way power driver's seat, 18-inch alloys, 6 months complimentary access to OnStar's 24/7 safety telematics, and a backup camera. The Tahoe LTZ and Yukon SLT add leather upholstery, zone heated and cooled front seats, heated second row seats, a heated steering wheel, a merciless power liftgate, passive entry and push-button start, and a suite of active safety technologies comprised of a forward collision warning system designed to grab your attention by vibrating the driver's seat, and a blind spot monitor that seems to have a mind of its own. Providing a more flexible package at nearly half the cost, we recommend picking up a pair of LTE-enabled tablets in lieu of the $1,600 Blu-ray entertainment system. Or, if you own Wi-Fi only devices, both the Yukon and Tahoe can be optioned with an integrated 4G LTE hotspot. So, back to reality. Given that midsize SUVs offer comparable storage, superior fuel economy, and better ride quality, all for about $15,000 less than a comparably equipped Tahoe or Yukon, why would anyone make the leap to a traditional full-size SUV? Unless you need an SUV capable of towing up to 8,500 pounds, there really isn't much incentive to do so. On the other hand, we highly recommend that large families in need of maximum seating and cargo space step up to the considerably larger Chevrolet Suburban or GMC Yukon XL. Each delivers comparable fuel economy and an equal level of refinement versus the smaller Tahoe and Yukon for a nominal premium of about $3,000. In essence, loyal Tahoe and Yukon owners will find a lot to like in these next-generation SUVs. But for you cross-shopping types, today's market of mid-sized SUVs is the preferred choice.